guys, it's Katie, and today's video is going to be an iOS 14 customization and organization video. I know I'm a little late to the game and I wasn't actually planning on doing this, but I just updated my phone and I think it's really cool and I kind of wanted to show you guys a step-to-step tutorial, and I know that everyone customizes their phone differently, so I also wanted to show you how I'm doing mine. This is what my phone looked like before, and it's super cute and aesthetic, but obviously with iOS 14 you can do so much more, so I'm going to take you through the different customization tools that you can do. To download iOS 14, you do it just like any other software. You go to settings, then go to software update and just download it. It took me about an hour and a half, a little over that, to get it downloaded, so make sure you block out an amount of time for that. Alright, so I'm going to start screen recording, and this is what my phone looked like right after I downloaded the new update. As you can see, it looks the exact same, so there are no immediate changes. You just have to make them. If you scroll all the way to the left side, you can see this little widget area. This is what they had in the previous update, but they didn't have this much detail and it didn't really look like this. So as you can see, you can scroll down and look at all your different widgets that you have. You can also hit edit at the bottom, and then the apps will start shaking. You can like hit minus and then remove that widget, and then you can also hit plus and then add any widgets you want. So if I wanted to add, say, weather, I just hit that and then hit add widget and it would add. You can also move them up and down to whatever you like, so this whole kind of widget dashboard is very easy to customize. As you can see, all of my apps are the same and then in the same order and everything. But if you scroll all the way to the right, then you have the new app library, and this is where the iPhone automatically puts all of your apps in a category. So we have social, creativity, games, productivity, and finance, stuff like that. So they already put them in for you, and I don't think you can change them. But if you click on each kind of section, it'll bring it up to a whole bigger section, if that makes sense. So you can see all the apps that you have. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to go over is hiding apps on your page. So if you want your phone to be a little more aesthetic and less cluttered, you can hide apps. So we're going to go, for example, we're going to hide reminders. So all you have to do is hold on the app and then hit edit home screen, and then it will give you the minus sign in the corner. So if you just hit the minus sign, you have two different options, well, three. You can delete the app completely, you can move the app to the app library, or you can hit cancel. So if you delete the app, obviously it's just gone off of your phone, and then if you hit move to Apple library, it moves it off of your home screen, but it keeps it in the Apple library. So I don't even know which one I just removed. Reminders. So now it's in my reminders and productivity and finance, so it's still on my phone, but it's just hidden away, and then obviously I can easily search like reminders, and then it'll just take me there. Okay, another really cool thing that you can do is hide actual pages. So if you don't want a page to be seen, but you want to keep it on your home screen, you can do that. So you click the three dots at the bottom, and then you can just hit the check mark, so you can see the two pages that I have, and if I just hit a check mark on one of them, I can hide that, and so now I only have one page, and then I have the app library. So that's another way to kind of keep it minimalized, but I think I'm going to keep two pages because I like having two. So just click the three dots and then you can just hit the check mark, and that page is now back. Okay, so right now I'm going to go through and hide all of the apps that I don't want, so putting all of the apps into the app library so they're not on my home screen, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So as you can see, I removed a ton of apps, so now it's very decluttered, and I will show you what this bookmark folder looks like in a second. But all of my apps are now in the app library that I really just don't use that much, and I just kind of wanted to hide away. Next we're going to be talking about picking an aesthetic. It's important to kind of pick an aesthetic before you kind of mess around with your widgets and other stuff that you can do to customize your phone, just because you'll have a clear direction and it won't take you as long. So originally I thought of having a fall aesthetic because it is becoming the fall season, so I have my autumn wallpaper that I actually created. I will talk about that later in the video. But I decided to kind of go with a kind of darker red color, maroon, for my aesthetic. So We are going to now be doing shortcuts. Once you've picked out your aesthetic, you're going to want to add some shortcuts if you want to change the icons of the app. So you're going to need this app called Shortcuts, and it just comes on your phone, but if you've deleted it, you can just re-download it. Once you go into shortcuts, you can see that I have all of these shortcuts, but you probably won't have these if this is your first time doing it. So what you need to do is go to the plus sign in the corner. It will ask you to add a new shortcut. You hit add action, and then you're going to type in open app. And so it'll come up, and it's the second one, so you click on open app. Then you can choose which app you want to choose. So let's say I'm going to be choosing Facebook. Okay, so you choose Facebook as the app that you want to open, and then you can rename it. So I like to rename mine. This is kind of tedious, but Facebook. And now I just have kind of like a more aesthetic name. I just did lowercase and then spaced it out, but you can just keep it the way it is. Then you're gonna go to what is it? Oh, these three dots underneath done. Click on those, go to add home screen, which is the second box. Here you can change the icon. So if you click on the icon, you can go to choose file, choose photo, or take photo. So I'm going to choose a photo. So I pre-made these photos on Canva, and it was really, really easy. I just kind of did the aesthetic that I wanted. So we're going to go to the F for Facebook, hit choose, and then we're going to hit add. And so now it says it is added to the home screen. So we're going to click done, and then go to the home screen. So here, as you can see underneath my Pokemon Go, it says Facebook. So if you click on that, it will take you to Facebook directly. Well, not directly, okay. So once you click on the shortcut that you've done, which is the Facebook one, it will take you to the shortcut app and then immediately take you to the Facebook app. It's kind of annoying, but it makes your Apple icons look aesthetic and cute, and it allows you to be able to customize them, and it also doesn't take that long to open the shortcut. It's just kind of something that you need to get used to loading, but it usually doesn't take too long to load. So that's how you do those. I have done it on these folders. As you can see, I've already done some because it kind of takes a lot of time. So once I have that Facebook thing, I'm going to go over here and take Facebook. And I'm going to edit home screen and then actually remove the Facebook that I originally had to my Apple library. Do not delete it because it will just disappear and the shortcut won't even work. So now you can see that it's off of my social folder, but if you use the shortcut, it just opens the app like normal. So that's really helpful, and then I am just going to be doing that for all of my apps and kind of arranging them in the way I want. I'm not gonna lie, creating those apps and shortcuts was a very tedious process, but it's done now. As you can see, I only have 16 main apps that I use, and then the 4 on the bottom bar that I just will be keeping there. So that process is done. Now we're gonna move on to widgets. You guys have probably heard of these. These are really, really fun, and I'm super excited. So you're gonna need the app Widgetsmith. This is the one that I use, but if you go to the App Store and search Widgetsmith, there are a bunch of different options that you can choose from. So for widgets, you have 3 different size options. You have small, medium, and large. Small, I think it takes up like the equivalent of 4 apps. Medium takes up an equivalent of 8. I'm not really sure, but that might be it. And then large widgets take up a larger portion, so like half of your screen. So I'm going to start off with some small widgets. So we're going to go into small number 1, and you can edit this. So hit default widget, and you can do date and time, you can do custom, so you can do photos, then you can do calendar, upcoming events, and then a bunch of more activity bars and stuff. So I'm going to start off with, I know that I want photos and albums. So I'm going to click custom, and then it says photo and albums. So I hit continue. Allow access to all photos, and then you can select the album. So I have actually created an album of which photos I want, and it's called Widget. So I'm just going to hit this, and you have to make sure that you only create an album with the photos that you want to go. So you can do multiple photos, or you can just do one, but create that album. So I selected that, and then that should have done that, so I hit save. Now, if you go onto your home screen, you can press and hold, edit screen, hit the plus sign, scroll all the way down, and then go to Widgetsmith. Then you have your small, medium, and large widgets. So you click add widget for the one that you did, so in my case, small. And so now it is going to pop up, and now there's a photo of me and my boyfriend. It's super cute. You can obviously kind of change it up, so you can move it. You can move it to like the center, and then you can move it over there if you want, or down here. So it's really up to you, and it's up to your imagination on where you want it on the screen. But I just think it looks really cute. Unfortunately, you can't change the text underneath. It's going to say Widgetsmith, but I still think it looks equally cute. Now we're going to go and make a medium widget. So I'm going to click on medium 2. This is one that I've already made. But I'm going to kind of show you what I did. So I'm going to do a date, and it's going to say the day and date because sometimes I forget the day. And then you can customize the font. I like New York. I just think it looks the cutest. Then you go to tint color, and I'm going to choose white. You go to background color, and I chose this kind of 80% gray, whatever that means. Then you hit save, and then go back and go ahead and hit plus. Go all the way down to Widgetsmith. Go over to the medium widget this time, if it will ever scroll. Hit add widget, and then as you can see, it's there. Oops. And then if you want to change the widget, so I accidentally have 2 widgets, you can change which widget you want. So you just click on the widget and hit medium 2, and then it will show the correct widget, which is the date. I'm actually going to move this to the first page, and then I think I'm going to move this one to the first page maybe. Ooh, I like that. And then I'm gonna just kind of mess around with the apps right now. So the ones that I use the most are Instagram. We're gonna put that here. And then I use YouTube because I'm a YouTuber. FaceTime. And I'd say Snapchat I use pretty frequently. Okay, so this is my layout as of right now. I might mess with it. I might change the gray because I'm looking at it and it looks kind of light for what I want. But I absolutely love how this looks, and I can keep creating stuff. I think that I don't want anything to go past the Snapchat FaceTime app line because I have my, what's it called, wallpaper, and I kind of want to be able to see that, if that makes sense. So we're going to go ahead and create some more widgets and add some more photos and then just kind of organize it. Okay guys, I am almost done customizing it, but I just found out something that I thought I didn't know. So if you go into widgets and then you go into the photo place, so there are options to do photos and album, custom text, or blank. You can actually do photos and then you can just select photos through your whole camera roll. It takes a little longer, but like to find the photo that you want, but you don't have to create an album, which I thought you did, so that is really good news. Alright guys, so after a very long time of editing and kind of tweaking stuff, which I still think I'm going to tweak stuff, this is the final product of what my new iOS 14 home screen looks like. I absolutely love it. So first off, going on the side, I edited the widgets, so I only have 3 widgets now. I have the battery percentage of my phone and my Apple Watch. I have my move goals and that stuff for my Apple Watch. Then I also have the weather for where I am. Just thought it would be best to keep that area simple. On the very first page, we have a calendar, a photo, and then 4 of my most used apps. As you can tell, they're social media apps. And then on the bottom we have the normal apps that I always use. Then on the next page we have a photo and then some more fun apps that I use a lot. And then we also have a calendar, Widgetsmith, so this shows me what events I have each day. Obviously I have none today. Then we go into the third page and the final page, and I have 2 photos for this one, and then I have a group of apps in the the right corner, and then on the bottom corner in the left I have a group of apps. And then obviously if you scroll all the way over, you have your app library. So I absolutely love how this turned out. I think it was so much fun. I want to tweak it more. I want to find photos that fit my aesthetic more. These are just kind of the photos that I found for right now. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it was fun and informative. It took me a long time, so I hope that this made the whole process easier, although there are some steps that are a little more tedious. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know. I will try my best to answer them. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye!